Let me give you guys a scenario. A manager under pressure, a manager under severe pressure. He can almost be a diamond under how much pressure he is. Knocked out of every cup competition he has participated in with one of the biggest club institutions in the world. Turns it around, wins 4 games on the trot at the business end of the campaign, and is facing one of their long-time rivals in a season-defining game, a real 6-pointer in the Premier League for a place in the top 4. What do you think happened? A manager supposedly turning a corner, but gets absolutely thrashed at home at a supposed fortress of a stadium. 5-0 to Liverpool, and obviously I'm talking about Manchester United under Mark Goldbridge, under this absolute joke of a manager. He was telling us he was turning a corner, but he lied to us. We are basically going around a roundabout, going around in a circle and back where we started. 5-0 to Liverpool in basically the first game of an absolutely mediocre run, but he will spin it and tell you he's turning a corner and looking towards next season. But why is he looking towards next season? Because he is absolutely shat on this season. Out of every cup competition in the early stages, and absolutely embarrassed by the likes of Man City, and absolutely embarrassed recently by Liverpool. And Liverpool were 4th in the log at the time, and they knew we were prowling and looking towards them. That game could have spelled disaster for Liverpool, as we sowed or would have sowed seeds of doubt in that Liverpool team. But what did they do? They showed their muscle. They showed why they're 4th place. And frankly, they showed why we are just not up to standard with this manager. They showed us that we are all bark but no bite. We are a dog that basically needs dentures. All bark, no bite. Gummies, no teeth. No teeth, all gums. That's what we were today. And this entire game week has been mediocre. 2 losses, 1 draw, and 2 wins. They will spin and tell you that this is the process. But what process is this? What are we processing into? Are we processing into a mid-table team? Because then that would be great if we were a mid-table team. But we are Manchester United, and frankly, this manager isn't good enough. Mark Goldbridge isn't good enough. And of course, I had a recap of the Liverpool game, and I really hope you watched that, because I truly believed we were turning a corner. That emphatic 4-1 win at Stamford Bridge against the team that was above us. And man, I tell you, that was one of the handful victories we've had with a club that is above us in the league standing. So I thought this might be a change of pace. This might be a turning point in the season, but my, oh my, was I a fool. My, oh my, was I stolen a dream and scammed, absolutely scammed by this manager, by this regime, and by this, frankly, by the fan base. The fan base was fooled, and I said no more. I will not be fooled again. A win against the last 2 wins against Burnley and Crystal Palace, and we're supposed to champion that. We're supposed to champion that, like, wow, we're turning a corner. What a way to end the season. I'm like, people, our form is absolutely abysmal. We sit 7th in the league, and we're only sitting 7th in the league because West Ham lost. West Ham had a game in hand and they lost. That's the only reason we are 7th in the league. We could have been 8th. We could have been 8th, people. But of course, the narrative is that no, let's look towards next season. No, look, we will sign Colombo. We will sign Jude Bellingham. We will sign Van der Ven, or whatever name they decide to spit on us this week. And today, I'm looking forward to this game week today, episode 11. I'm absolutely looking forward to see how we're gonna spin this tragedy into paradise. I'm actually shocked. I'm actually shocked that it's so easy to manipulate this fan base today. But Mark Goldbridge is a massive manipulator. That's why the Glazers absolutely champion him. They absolutely champion him. And frankly, this isn't the season that we signed up for at all. I mean, I can go over match by match from Liverpool, Bournemouth, Burnley, Newcastle, and of course the last game of the game week, Crystal Palace. I mean, let's go in one by one. Liverpool absolutely thrashed, absolutely embarrassed at home, and I heard that the fans were leaving at halftime because they were fed up. And frankly, I don't know why you would even show up. You know, it must have been the hype, but again, people were saying at least it's not 7. At least it's not 7. Those are the standards that we have inflicted upon ourselves. Liverpool came to Old Trafford. Not only did they embarrass us, but they left with a clean sheet, and we're supposed to say at least it's not 7 up FC. You know, 7 up FC. I don't know what I'm supposed to even think about this manager. This manager is such a Glazer manager. It's all about next season. No, don't focus on what happened this season. Let's look at to next season. Kolo is coming. We're gonna sign another midfielder, box to box, another defender, another winger. But I couldn't give a damn. I'm looking in here now and in the present. And the present is absolutely abysmal. So of course they're gonna redirect you to the future. No, this is what could happen. But under this manager, under this regime, I just have no hope. And again, the Bournemouth, we lost because they had a game plan. Sit back, counter-attack, and they did it up until the last minute when they inevitably got a goal. Of course, Andre Onana's garbage, but we all know he's garbage. And still, I don't know what Bayinda did. Bayinda did one mistake and got dropped, but Onana has been basically living in a mistake. I mean, people will say other things about him being a mistake, but I will say he thrives on mistakes. I mean, it's more likely for Onana to make a mistake than it is to save a goal. I mean, that's just the reality of it. That's just the absolute reality of it. And over to the Newcastle game. I mean, the post-match interview with Mark Goldbridge was absolutely stunning. Absolutely stunning during the Newcastle game. He said for the past 2 games, the players have not been doing what I have instructed them to do. They have been playing by their own tactics, by their own individualism, and not listening to me. And I'm sorry it took me so long to realize that. I mean, that's absolutely appalling. That's absolutely shocking. The fact that a manager who has a specific style of play, Goldbridge Ball, it took him 2 matches to realize they're not actually doing what he wants them to do. I mean, people, Goldbridge Ball is a unicorn. Goldbridge Ball is a fairy, a leprechaun. It doesn't exist. How can you? It's like me sitting down on a chair and realizing while I'm ass on the floor, realizing, wait, there's no chair here. I mean, it doesn't exist. How can you look at a team playing 2 games, 180 minutes of kicking a ball around and realizing, wait a minute, these players aren't doing what I want them to do? How can you? I mean, he's clueless. He's absolutely clueless. Absolutely clueless. He's like a polar bear in a rainforest. He doesn't belong here. He doesn't belong on such a prestigious position as a Manchester United manager. He just doesn't belong there. And of course, the Newcastle draw was people also championing that. But wait a minute, he changed things up, scored a goal, but we conceded from a set piece. So we're supposed to champion that as well. Are we supposed to champion and say, okay, guys, at least in the 3 matches in which his tactics were implemented, we were unbeaten? That's the narrative that the club is spinning, that he's spinning. And I will not stand for it. This has been an absolutely appalling season. Absolutely appalling, and nothing, it's facts, it's the truth. Nothing you can say, you can put some glitter on it, some fairy dust, but it won't change the fact that this season has been absolutely appalling. And this thing I've seen on social media, that we're back mentality. The we're back mentality. After winning against Burnley, really? After winning against Crystal Palace, and we're supposed to look forward to next season when you can only win games against crap teams. Let's be frank. Like these aren't teams that you look towards when you want to see who's gonna be a contender to win cups. And we're in amongst them. I mean, it's absolutely disgraceful. Absolutely disgraceful. Of course, the players are unhappy because I don't know how this manager... I mean, back in game week 9, there was a question asked about Lindelof. And he said Lindelof will have to fight for his place. But when was the last time Lindelof played? I mean, Lindelof has to be freaking fused like Delo. He has to be freaking furious. Because how can you fight for your place when you're not even given time to play? I mean, it's absolutely appalling. But then again, I have no sympathy towards Lindelof. Because it was his mistake that led to the Lazio second goal. I mean, the Lazio last minute goal in the extra time. So I have no sympathy. But again, I don't blame Lindelof. I blame the tactics that were used in that game as well. I mean, again, I like to say this as a closing point. Again, shout out to Mitoma and Llorente for scoring the first goals during the Burnley and the Crystal Palace game. But he has to stop starting off Cristiano Ronaldo. I mean, Martial isn't half the player Cristiano Ronaldo is. Whenever Cristiano Ronaldo is on the pitch, he gets a goal, gets chances, and gets assists. Can you tell me when was the last time Martial even got an assist, or was a threat, or even took a shot on goal? You can't, can you? But Cristiano Ronaldo, one of the greatest strikers in the world, clearly on the decline, is still putting in more work than our supposed best striker, the supposed replacement of him. I mean, I think this manager is absolutely clueless, like I said, but I think he's doing it on purpose. I mean, how can you sub off Cristiano Ronaldo almost every game, and I don't think he was subbed off during the Crystal Palace game, and we scored 3 goals. I don't think we've scored a goal recently when Cristiano Ronaldo wasn't on the pitch. I don't remember. I don't remember it at all. And of course, we'll have to see what happens today, because I think we are in 7th place. I don't know if that's Conference League or no Europe. I would rather have no Europe than go to a Conference League, but with this manager, he will champion the Conference League, that it's like the Champions League, and that just shows you the standards of where we are. That shows you who we are, not who we are, but who we are being led by. Because I know for a fact I'm not a Conference League enthusiast. I don't even know the theme song of the competition. But I do know that it is fodder. The fact that West Ham won the competition when they were fighting for relegation simply means that our championship teams could be troublesome for the Conference League. And I think he will lose that competition as well, because he is a League One manager being carried by Cristiano Ronaldo. So we'll have to see what happens during game week 11. We will have to see what happens there. And of course, I would always love to hear your comments down below and your thoughts down below. Please give a like and share it. And hopefully this joke of a manager will watch this video and actually take the criticism and grow as a manager, because he's better off managing Solihull Moors, or however you pronounce it, than managing Manchester United. It's absolutely abysmal. It's absolutely pathetic what he's done to our club. And all that's left for me to say is wish all of you good people a very good day. Thank you.